Yes, coming back to 1849 again. You might be inspired, I was, to watch a film which I think was called Number 5. It was about a robot that broke out of the military establishment, one of 5, I suppose, such complex robots that were designed, of course, to be an absolute weapon against the enemy. But I don't know, he got out of the confines of the establishment and ended up with this young girl child, who was just fascinated by what she found and saw him as a friend and nurtured him as a friend. And because of her, he started to long to have life. He wanted to live, not just be a robot. Of course, he didn't realize, I think, and I don't know if the film realized that, the producer, the writer, that is what life is, to want life. You see, far from what religion has made of it, we are blessed with a selfishness that has wants and needs, and they are priority to us, such that they drive us. They are the driver. Do you see, we are given life. You say to yourself, how do I give my robot, my AI, my computer and so on, how do I give it life? I give it information and program it, but, well, I want to program it so it has life. In other words, you want to give it wants. You have wants, you're a person. And you want to give it personhood. It's something about us that whatever we come across and find, we fashion to meet our wants. And then we want it to be the fullness of such, which is to be life like us. I don't want my car to get just worn out and me take it to the scrapyard. I would actually like it just to be steadily upgraded eternally. I'm in a relationship with it. The child feels this much more, of course, doesn't want to throw away. Don't throw away my toys. I'm not using them, but they meant a lot to me. That's my teddy. I'm too old for teddies now, and I wouldn't admit to being too attached to Teddy at school, but especially if I'm a boy. But it means a lot to me. When a thing means a lot to us, we are appropriating it into ourselves. I'm so glad God does this with us. He knows that that everything is born of him. And he gathers his children like a mum with many kids round her. You've seen Mother Duck going across the lake. She's shepherding and calling them to her. And they follow. And one or two don't, and that gives her some concern. And she tries to shepherd them into the group, not let them stray off alone. They're at risk, and she knows it. With her tiny resources, she devotes some considerable risk to herself, and in a sense to the rest of the group, to rescue. It's the lost sheep, isn't it, of the parable, Jesus' story. You leave the 99, go off and try and rescue the one that's gone astray. And when you bring them back, you rejoice with the whole family. It's a very fine picture of the loveliness of God to us all, you and I included. Yeah, that film, I think it's called Number 5. I don't know, I might try and rescue it from the archive, so to speak, of Google. Perhaps you could look for it. Perhaps it doesn't matter, we've given the essence of it anyway. But it was an inspiring film to me. Lovely, really, because it treated the robot with love and care. And he becomes a devoted friend to her, of course. Forgotten what her name was, something like Sophie or something. Don't think it was Sophie.
Ah, Stephanie, that's it.
But I remember when something happens to him in the film and he's suddenly hit with the realization, I'm alive. I'm alive. He's got this treasure that he sees that she has, and he wanted to be like her. That's what we are with God, our Heavenly Dad. It's not an impertinence that we long to be like him. Equal to him? Yes. I want to be a wonderful person like Mum, like Dad. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's the finest aspiration. I was going to say in the universe, beyond the universe. It's the very essence of loving someone, that you want to be like them. You've come across something wonderful. That's what I want to be. And we model ourselves on, might be a good teacher at school, might be a kind aunt or friend of our family. And you want to be like him or her, this person. And it's an incredible encouragement, example to us. We are that. We have the privilege of this opportunity of being a blessing, a model to life around us. That they see something that they want, something in us that I want to be like that. We are inspired by the goodness of God in those around us. And when we see it, we are inspired. We become it. And that's why the principle is so sound. Whatsoever is good and lovely, think on these things, and you will be inspired, filled with the presence of God. You won't really know that's what it is. You just know you're lifted, and that's what I value, that's what I want. There's nothing wrong with the concept of I. Do not despise ego. You are a separate, unique identity, a person. It's the very essence of personhood. And it's what you bring to God's family. Another unique, wonderful member. Wonderful because of the grace of God. By the grace of God, we will become as wonderful as he is and a perfect friend to him. And all life, by his grace and his goodness, his loving kindness in us. Love you, Dad. We love you, Dad. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.